You went to bed early. You followed the rules. You turned off the TV, turned down the lights, and gave yourself a full 7 hours. So why did you still wake up tired? Why does it feel like your body is working against you, dragging through mornings, nodding off after lunch, forgetting things that used to come easy? Most men over 60 assume the answer is obvious. I'm just getting older, but that's not the truth. Hi, I'm Dr. Mariah Karat. For over 30 years, I've walked beside men in their 60s, 70s, even 80s, men who thought their energy, clarity, and masculinity were gone for good. They weren't. They were just unrecovered. Because the real problem isn't age, it's what happens while you sleep. Or more often, what doesn't. See, we've been taught to think of sleep as rest. As a break. As shutting down. But in reality, sleep is your most active biological window. It's when your brain sends repair orders. When testosterone is produced. When your heart, blood vessels, and memory centers are rebuilt. It's the construction shift your body runs every single night. And if you don't give that crew the right tools, through food, light, timing, and routine, then no matter how long you sleep, the work never gets done. You may lie in bed. You may even fall asleep. But inside, the team doesn't clock in. And that's the hidden cost. You wake up unrestored. You feel foggy, flat, and unsteady, not because you're broken, but because the healing didn't happen. It's not age. It's missed recovery. But here's the good news. Once you understand what your body truly needs at night, once you learn how to prepare it, feed it, and calm it properly, your sleep becomes more than rest. It becomes your nightly rebuilding session. A place where testosterone rises, inflammation falls, and energy is quietly restored. And it starts by changing one thing: how you treat the hour before bed. Let me show you why your hormones depend on it. Most men think sleep is about getting through the night. But for your hormones, especially testosterone, how you sleep is just as important as how long you sleep. Let's break it down. Inside your brain, there's a small command center called the hypothalamus. Think of it as your body's nighttime CEO. It tells your pituitary gland, send out the order, let's make testosterone, let's repair blood vessels, let's stabilize blood sugar, let's calm inflammation. But here's the thing. The hypothalamus only kicks into gear when you sleep deeply, consistently, and under the right conditions. And if your habits are off, even just a few small ones, the signal never gets through. No matter how many hours you spend in bed. Let me give you a few examples. When you scroll your phone late into the night, the blue light shuts down melatonin, your body's sleep hormone. Without melatonin, your brain can't shift into healing mode. When you skip protein at dinner, your body runs out of amino acids, the building blocks of testosterone. When you sip alcohol to wind down, you actually disrupt your REM cycles, which are essential for hormonal pulses. When your bedroom is too warm or your stress is too high, you release more cortisol, the hormone that kills testosterone in its tracks. And here's the number that shocks most men. Just 3 nights of poor quality sleep, 3 nights of missed signals, shallow rest, or hormone blocking habits, can lower your testosterone levels by up to 20%. Think about that. 3 nights is all it takes to wake up feeling weaker, foggier, and emotionally off-center. And it doesn't stop at testosterone. Poor sleep also blocks growth hormone, which helps you rebuild muscle. It stiffens blood vessels, slows metabolism, and weakens your immune system. It even reduces dopamine, making you feel less motivated, less focused, and less like you. So when you wake up and say, "I just don't feel like myself anymore," you're not imagining it. Your chemistry has changed. But here's the good news, your body wants to recover. It's built to bounce back. All it needs is the right signal. And that signal doesn't come from a pill or a prescription. It comes from changing your nighttime patterns, what you eat, what you avoid, and how you prepare your system to heal. But before we talk about what to do, let's shine a light on the 6 most common mistakes that quietly destroy men's sleep, and how easy they are to fix once you see them clearly. Most men don't realize they're doing it. They brush their teeth, turn off the lights, maybe even read a few pages in bed. And still, they wake up tired, foggy, and unsteady. Not because their body is broken, but because a few small habits are quietly stealing their sleep before they even close their eyes. Let's walk through the 6 most common mistakes I see in men over 60 who struggle with sleep, energy, and hormone recovery. 1. Scrolling after 9 p.m. The blue light blockade. Just 5 minutes of screen time after dark, whether it's your phone, tablet, or TV, can suppress melatonin production by up to 50%. That means your brain doesn't get the signal to slow down. You may fall asleep, but your body stays in alert mode, your heart rate stays elevated, your mind keeps racing, and the restorative sleep never truly begins. Fix it. Set a screen, cut off, time, no phones or screens at least 1 hour before bed. Use that time to stretch, listen to soft music, or just breathe. 2. Skipping protein at dinner. No tools for repair. Many men eat light at night. Maybe toast, maybe fruit, thinking they're helping digestion or keeping it simple. But without protein, your body has no materials to rebuild muscles, produce testosterone, or stabilize blood sugar overnight. Fix it. Add a small portion of protein to your dinner: fish, eggs, yogurt, or even a scoop of Greek yogurt with chia seeds. This fuels your hormonal systems during sleep. 3. Alcohol before bed. The sleep imposter. Sure, a glass of wine might make you feel sleepy. But alcohol blocks REM sleep, disrupts your breathing rhythm, and increases cortisol, the hormone that suppresses testosterone. You'll fall asleep faster, but you'll wake up groggy, dry, and unrecovered. Fix it. Replace alcohol with tart cherry juice or herbal tea. They calm the nervous system without disrupting deep sleep. 4. Late night sugar. A 2 a.m. wake-up call. Cookies, ice cream, just a little something sweet. Late night sugar spikes your blood glucose, then causes a crash a few hours later. This triggers adrenaline and cortisol to bring sugar back up, and that's often why you're wide awake at 2 or 3 a.m. heart racing, mind active, and you don't know why. Fix it. Reach for a banana with almond butter or Greek yogurt with cinnamon. They satisfy the craving and support steady blood sugar. 5. A warm bedroom. The sleep disruptor. Your body needs to drop its core temperature by about 2 to 3 degrees to fall into deep sleep. But many bedrooms are too hot. Heavy blankets, closed windows. And the result? Tossing, turning, night sweats, and shallow rest. Fix it. Keep your room around 65 degrees Fahrenheit, 18 degrees Celsius. Use lighter bedding or sleep with a fan or open window if safe. 6. No wind down ritual. No signal to the brain. Imagine this. You're running around the house, cleaning dishes, checking emails, then jump straight into bed. Your brain hasn't caught up. Your heart's still racing. Your stress hormones are high. And then you wonder why you're staring at the ceiling for 45 minutes. Fix it. Create a gentle 15 to 30 minute wind down window. No tech, no chores. Just dim lights, soft sounds, slow breathing, maybe a few notes in a journal. This isn't about being perfect. It's about sending one simple message to your body: it's safe now. We can rest. You don't need to change everything overnight. But chances are, one or more of these habits is standing between you and the sleep your body is begging for. Now that you know what's getting in the way, let me show you what actually works: the foundational sleep hygiene habits that restore hormones, calm your nervous system, and help you rebuild night after night. Now that we've uncovered what's getting in the way, let's talk about what actually helps your body sleep, repair, and recover, especially after 60. Because here's the truth: most sleep tips you hear online weren't made for men your age. They don't take into account hormonal shifts, slower metabolism, or the deep rebuilding your body needs at night to stay strong and clear. So instead of vague advice like, just relax, or, go to bed early, I want to give you 5 specific, science-backed habits that act as a green light to your brain, hormones, and nervous system. These aren't tricks. They're signals. And when repeated consistently, they train your body to trust the night again. 1. Dim the lights 1 hour before bed. Your brain's sleep hormone, melatonin, is light sensitive. Even a soft lamp can suppress its production. Start turning off overhead lights about an hour before bed. Use a dim reading light or switch to amber-colored bulbs. That change in brightness acts like sunset for your brain. It tells your hypothalamus, night is here. Begin the shutdown sequence. 2. Eat a small protein plus magnesium snack. Many men go to bed with either too much food or nothing at all. Both can disrupt sleep. What your body wants is fuel for recovery, not a full meal, not an empty tank. Try this 30 to 60 minutes before bed. A small bowl of Greek yogurt with chia seeds, a banana with almond butter, cottage cheese with a sprinkle of sea salt or pumpkin seeds, and a few blueberries. Why? Protein helps produce growth hormone and supports muscle repair. Magnesium relaxes blood vessels and reduces nighttime cramps. It's a quiet but powerful combo. 3. Keep your bedtime consistent. Even on weekends, your body follows a clock, known as the circadian rhythm. When your sleep and wake times bounce around, your hormones can't predict when to activate recovery. Start going to bed and waking up at the same time every day, even on weekends. Within a week or two, you'll fall asleep faster and wake up sharper. This is especially powerful for men experiencing morning fatigue or low testosterone. Why? Because hormonal pulses depend on rhythm. 4. Create a cool, quiet, and dark sleep environment. Your bedroom should feel like a recovery cave, not a hotel lobby. Here's how to set the scene. Temperature around 65 degrees Fahrenheit, 18 degrees Celsius. Heavy curtains or blackout shades. No blinking lights from electronics. Soft white noise if you live near traffic. Remember, your core body temperature needs to drop for melatonin to work. And your brain needs quiet and darkness to enter deep, slow-wave sleep, the kind that rebuilds your body from the inside out. 5. Introduce a simple wind-down cue. Every powerful machine needs a shutdown sequence. So does your brain. Create a calming signal that tells your body, the day is over. It's time to restore. Some options: 5 minutes of slow breathing, 4-7-8 method, light stretching in a dark room, reading a printed book, writing down 3 things you're grateful for. The activity itself doesn't matter as much as the repetition. Over time, your nervous system begins to associate that ritual with safety, calm, and sleep. You don't need all 5 habits tonight. Start with 1. Then layer the next one in next week. Because what you're doing here isn't just creating bedtime habits, you're rebuilding your relationship with sleep. You're training your brain to stop surviving the night and start healing in it. And when these hygiene habits become second nature, the food you eat before bed becomes the fuel that makes them even more effective. Let me show you the 5 best foods and drinks that support deep, restorative sleep, and the exact role each one plays in your overnight recovery. Sleep is not just about what you do before bed. It's also about what you feed your body leading into the night. Because here's the truth, your body is trying to repair, reset, and rebuild while you sleep, but it can't do that on empty. The right foods don't just help you fall asleep, they actually fuel the biological processes that happen during sleep: testosterone production, muscle repair, brain detox, nervous system reset. Think of these 5 foods and drinks as your nighttime allies, each one supporting a key part of your healing while you rest. 1. Tart cherry juice, the melatonin messenger. Just 4 to 6 ounces of tart cherry juice before bed has been shown to naturally increase melatonin production. Why does that matter? Because melatonin is the hormone that tells your body, let's begin the night shift. It regulates your sleep-wake cycle, helps you fall asleep faster, and stay asleep longer. Tart cherries also contain anthocyanins, which reduce inflammation and boost nitric oxide, supporting blood flow to the brain, heart, and even the lower body. Make sure it's 100% pure tart cherry juice with no added sugar. Warm it up slightly and drink it slowly. Let it be your body's signal to power down. 2. Pumpkin seeds. The mineral-rich repair fuel. A small handful of pumpkin seeds, 1 to 2 tablespoons, provides 3 critical sleep nutrients. Magnesium relaxes muscles, calms nerves, and improves sleep depth. Zinc supports testosterone production and immune repair. Tryptophan converts to serotonin and then melatonin. They're also a source of healthy fat, which keeps your blood sugar stable overnight. Add them to your yogurt, blend into a smoothie, or eat them plain before bed. 3. Greek yogurt with chia seeds. The protein builder. Sleep is when your body rebuilds. But it can't rebuild if it doesn't have amino acids, the raw materials that come from protein. Greek yogurt is rich in casein, a slow-digesting protein that feeds your muscles and tissues throughout the night. Chia seeds provide omega-3s, magnesium, and fiber. Together, this combo supports growth hormone release, muscle repair, stable overnight energy. Bonus: it satisfies hunger without spiking blood sugar, keeping you asleep longer. 4. Banana with almond butter. The serotonin stabilizer. A banana is rich in vitamin B6, potassium, and tryptophan, all key in producing serotonin, the feel-good chemical that helps your brain relax and shift into sleep mode. Pairing it with almond butter adds healthy fat and magnesium, which slows digestion and keeps your blood sugar stable through the night. This simple combo helps prevent 2 a.m. blood sugar crashes, cortisol spikes, waking up with a racing heart or tense body, and it tastes good, too. 5. Herbal tea, chamomile or lavender. The vagus nerve whisperer. Herbal teas aren't just calming. They activate your parasympathetic nervous system, the part of your body that tells your heart rate to slow, your breathing to deepen, and your brain to soften. Chamomile and lavender both increase GABA, a neurotransmitter that quiets mental chatter and promotes deep sleep. Drink it 30 to 45 minutes before bed. No caffeine, no sugar, just warmth and rhythm. This isn't just hydration. It's a ritual, and your nervous system responds to rhythm more than reason. When used consistently, these 5 foods and drinks become more than nutrition. They become biological cues, telling your body, the day is done. Let the rebuilding begin. Now that you've met your nighttime allies, let me show you what happens when you actually use them, not once, but for 7, 14, and 30 nights in a row. Because when sleep hygiene becomes a practice, your body starts returning to you in quiet, powerful ways. Let me tell you something most people never hear: your body wants to get better. It's wired for recovery. But it can't do that when the nights are noisy, rushed, or ignored. When men over 60 begin practicing real sleep hygiene, the kind we've just covered, the shift doesn't take months. It starts in days. And it unfolds like a quiet homecoming. Not a sudden transformation, but a steady return to energy, clarity, and presence. Here's what I've seen, again and again, in real men who stuck with the routine. Night 1 to 7. A stillness you forgot you needed in the first few nights. The changes are small, but powerful. You fall asleep faster. You wake up fewer times. Your muscles stop clenching through the night. One of my patients, George, 72, said, "Doc, I didn't wake up angry at the day. That's new." And I knew exactly what he meant. When your blood sugar is stable, your melatonin is working, and your nervous system is finally off high alert, your mornings feel neutral. And that alone feels like relief. Night 8 to 14. Hormones start speaking again. This is where you start to feel awake. Your focus sharpens. You remember names, appointments, what you were about to say. You don't just feel rested, you feel restored. You might notice a deeper calm in your mood, or even something more intimate, a return of morning erections, a spark of interest you thought had quietly disappeared. It's not just your imagination. It's your testosterone beginning to rise. Your growth hormone activating again. Your dopamine returning to normal levels. George called me and said, "I feel like I'm leading my day, not dragging through it." That's biology, not motivation. Night 15 to 30. You wake up as a man again. This is where the real shift sets in. By now, your body trusts the routine. Your hypothalamus has recalibrated. Your sleep cycles are deeper. Your inflammation is lower. Your hormones are flowing. Your mind is clearer. And what happens next is unexpected. You stop thinking about sleep because your life is working again. You feel strength in your step. You walk with steadiness. You laugh more easily. You listen more fully. George told me, I didn't just sleep better, I felt like myself again for the first time in years. And that's what this is really about. Not sleep as a task, but sleep as a gateway back to your energy, your clarity, your quiet power. Because when you give your body 30 nights of proper sleep hygiene, it doesn't just rest, it remembers. Now, let's step into that memory. Let's talk about the man who rises, the man who comes back calm, clear, and unshakable. Somewhere along the way, sleep got labeled as something passive. A break. A shutdown. An off switch. But for the man who knows better, the man who has felt the change that happens in the dark, sleep becomes something far more powerful. It becomes a tool. A force multiplier. A quiet superpower that no pill, supplement, or pep talk can replicate. When sleep is dialed in, your brain doesn't just rest, it reboots. Your testosterone doesn't just stabilize, it climbs. Your heart rate lowers. Your memory sharpens. Your stress softens. And your body begins to trust itself again. This isn't magic. It's biology, unlocked through rhythm, food, and attention. Most men try to fix their days. But the smartest among them start with the night. Let me give you a picture. You wake up without an alarm. You sit up without aching. Your mind feels clear, not rushed. Your breath is calm. You remember your dreams. You remember yourself. And you haven't even had your coffee yet. That's not what sleep used to be. That's what it was always meant to be. And here's what makes it even more powerful. This ability to rebuild, this nightly restoration, it's not gone. Even if it's been years. Even if you've battled insomnia, low energy, or restless nights. Your body still remembers. Your brain still responds. And your hormones, they're just waiting for the right signal. You don't need more hours of sleep. You need deeper minutes. You need the kind of sleep that comes from trust, rhythm, and nourishment. And once you have that, everything changes. So no, sleep is not the end of your day. It's the beginning of your power. The place where you quietly become the man you've been trying to fight your way back to. And the best part? You don't have to do this alone. Let's talk about that next. If you've made it this far, there's something I already know about you. You haven't given up. Not on your energy. Not on your clarity. Not on the man you know is still in there, waiting to rise. Maybe you're tired. Maybe you've had nights where sleep felt impossible. Maybe you've whispered, this is just what aging feels like, but deep down, you knew there had to be more. And you were right. Because you don't need to overhaul your life. You just need to start. Tonight. One small change. Maybe it's dimming the lights an hour earlier. Maybe it's skipping the phone and sipping tart cherry juice instead. Maybe it's adding protein to your dinner. Or writing down one sentence of gratitude before you close your eyes. It doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to begin. Because the first night you treat sleep like healing, your body notices. And the second night, it remembers. By the third night, it begins to trust you again. That's how recovery works. Not with force. But with rhythm, repetition, and respect. So here's my invitation to you. Choose one habit from everything we've talked about. Do it tonight. Then come back and tell me how you feel tomorrow. Comment below, let me know the one change you're committing to. Not for me, but for the man scrolling past this video who thinks he's the only one still waking up tired. Let him see you. Let him know he's not alone. Because the truth is, there are thousands of us. Men over 60, quietly rebuilding our strength one breath, one bite, one night at a time. You don't need to prove anything anymore. But you can still reclaim everything that matters. And it all begins when the lights go out, and your body finally gets the signal. It's time to come back. Sleep well, brother. Your strongest mornings are still ahead.